In this video, we're going to break it all down, starting right at the top with the president. We'll see how the president leads the executive branch, how Congress fits into the picture, and why the courts play such a huge role in keeping everything balanced. By the end, you'll understand the core checks and balances that protect against too much power landing in any one person's hands. Let's dive in. Our journey starts with the president. The president is both the head of state and the head of government, created by Article 2 of the Constitution. While they can't write laws, they play a massive role in shaping them. Here's what the president does: enforces federal laws. Through departments like the Department of Justice or agencies like the FBI, the president makes sure the laws passed by Congress are carried out. Commander-in-Chief. Leading the U.S. Armed Forces, the president can deploy troops, but remember, only Congress can formally declare war. Legislative influence. The president can sign bills into law or use the veto to reject them. If vetoed, Congress can still override it with a 2/3 vote in both chambers. Appointments and treaties. The president nominates judges, cabinet secretaries, and ambassadors. These picks go to the Senate for approval. The president can negotiate treaties, but again, they need Senate ratification to seal the deal. Executive orders. The president issues these to direct federal agencies on how to implement or enforce existing laws. They can't contradict laws passed by Congress, and the courts can step in if they overreach. Next stop, Congress, the legislative branch formed under Article 1. Congress is split into two houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Let's see how it checks the president making laws. Congress writes and passes laws. The president can suggest ideas, but can't craft them personally. If a bill makes it through both chambers, it lands on the president's desk. Override and budget. If the president vetoes a bill, Congress can override that veto with a 2/3 majority. Plus, Congress holds the power of the purse, meaning it controls government spending. So if Congress doesn't fund it, the president can't do it. Appointments and treaties. The Senate must confirm presidential nominations for major positions. The Senate must also approve treaties the president negotiates with foreign nations. Impeachment. If the president or any federal official steps out of line, the House can impeach, formally accuse, by a simple majority. The Senate then holds the trial, needing a 2/3 vote to remove the official from office. Finally, we arrive at the judicial branch, created by Article 3. At the top is the Supreme Court, which leads a system of federal courts. Here's why they matter: interpreting the law. When disputes arise about what a law actually means or whether it violates the Constitution, federal judges make the call. Judicial review. The Supreme Court can declare laws passed by Congress or actions taken by the president unconstitutional. That's a huge check on both branches. Appointment and lifetime terms. The president appoints federal judges, but the Senate confirms them. Once they're in, most serve for life, barring impeachment. This insulates them from political pressure. The framers of the Constitution designed these branches so each can limit the others, a concept called checks and balances. Think of it like a three-way tug-of-war: executive versus legislative. The president can veto bills, Congress can override vetoes and control funding. Legislative versus judicial, Congress confirms judges and can impeach them. The courts can strike down laws. Executive versus judicial, the president appoints judges, the courts can declare presidential actions unconstitutional. No single branch stands alone, and that's exactly how it's supposed to work. Each prevents the others from getting too powerful. So from the president's desk in the White House, through the halls of Congress, all the way to the Supreme Court bench, the United States government is designed to be a balancing act. The president leads the executive branch, Congress crafts our laws, and the courts make sure everyone plays by the Constitution. That's the high-level snapshot of how the government works, and why it can sometimes seem complicated yet remarkably stable. Thank you for watching, and we hope you now have a clearer idea of how the United States government stays in check. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into how our democracy functions.